Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Biafrans. Today is a very wonderful day, and today I want to first of all apologize to one of our brothers that sent me a message yesterday that I, spoke to in a way that I'm not supposed to. So, bro, I'm very sorry. I didn't know that the message that you saw yesterday was actually misleading, and you sent it to me. And this is, excuse me, what you use on your DP. So for that reason, I apologize, because I really understood that you really didn't know what was going on and you needed to find out, but you would have asked me to verify this news. Now, secondly, Biafrans, I want you all to understand that the Nigerian state has not been able to provide any case against our prime minister that they will use to convict him even up to today. Now, what they are trying to do is to see if they can pull this storm so that people will start talking evil against Simon Ekpa, and they will say, oh, look at what the people are saying, that people doesn't want this man to be released. So this is just, but the laws does not work like that in this country. And again, I want to tell the genuine Biafrans that next month is a game changer for the whole Biafrans. Number one is that our embassy will be opened in United States of America next month. Thirdly, our prime minister will be coming out next month. Believe you me. So the Nigerian state knows that the game is over for them. Tinubu's administration, that illegitimate president of Nigeria, knows that the game is over. So that's why he's running hell to scatter. And we're using this opportunity to tell the world that there is an asymmetric war going on in Biafran land. The problem now is that they've instructed every of their soldiers not to film the killings going on in the whole of Biafran land. The unaliving of innocent civilians and raping of women should not at any time be videoed again. And so that is the reason why you people are not seeing most of these things on the net. And again, I want to also remind Biafrans that our prime minister has not been convicted of any crime. So all the people who said that he was going to be extradited from Finland, I want to remind you that Finland does not have an extradition treaty with Nigeria. And again, the EU cannot just leave a powerful citizen of Finland to go and suffer in Nigeria just like that, because they see what they are doing to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These people are not dumb in the head, so they know. And I want to remind Nigeria once again that you see that man that you kidnapped from Kenya, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that nobody is the one destroying Nigeria as we speak. And don't release him. Don't worry. Nigeria will continue to deflect before your very eyes. Again, I want to tell the Nigerian terrorist government and, police, it's only in Nigeria that you will see a general who has never fought war before in his life becoming a general. And at the end of the day, they will amount so much wealth to destroy the Southeasterners. That is what they do. In the north, there is so many insecurities in the north, but you cannot see any checkpoint anywhere in the whole of the north. Please remove your terrorist soldiers, remove your terrorist police, remove all your security outfits in Biafran land as I am speaking. If you remain there until after the 18th of May, I would like to use the word of our prime minister, then you must be a magician. I'm telling you the truth. You must be a magician. You must be a magician indeed. And some of you will come and be asking me, what about the 60 days? Some useless individuals. See, this is liberation. We are trying to liberate ourselves from the shackles of this Nigerian wicked bondage. We are not going to tell you how we are going to be fighting our fight now. But you know that Biafra is gone, and Biafra has come, and Biafra, we will defeat every of your security outfits in our land if you continue to remain there. Believe you me, All the people that you paid money to come and scatter this struggle, go and take your money back from them, because we that are standing on this very mandate cannot and will not step back one bit. We will continue to defend this mandate until Biafra is completely and fully restored. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you. So, on this note, I would like to tell General Christopher Musa to remove his terrorist army in our soil. I would like to tell the Inspector General of Police, the IG, to remove your terrorist police and all your security outfit from our land. So Ludo, Pitamba, and Hope Uzodimma, you know, if your security remains in our land, they are occupying a foreign nation. Remove them. We're not going to tell you how we're going to be fighting anymore. But believe you me, they will not live to tell the story. If they still remain there till on the 18th of next month, they will not live to tell the story. We are not threatening anybody, but you are in our soil. You respect sovereignty, respect the sovereign nation of United States of Biafra. And that is where every Biafran should stand on. We are going to protect our citizens with everything we've got. We are not going to step back one bit in this, our liberation and defense. We will not. So for all of you who comes to unalive Biafrans, you better have a rethink. Because if you come this time around, you're not going to go get it right, and you're not going to go without being repelled. So Biafrans, on this note, I want you to understand that the people that the government of Nigeria has paid to come and deflect what we are doing, all of them has failed. They have failed. So please, I want the world also to know that there is a war, genocidal war, going on in Biafra land, and what they are doing is that they are not putting it on video again. They have warned their people not to video anything again. They should go there, and the people that they are using is the Nigerian army to, unalive our people and forcefully disappear our young youth. So please, we need the world to step in. Game changer will be back by next month, which is Master Simon Ekpa, because Nigeria has nothing against him. And I want Biafra to understand that there was no news. The news that you saw flying around yesterday or day before yesterday was a false news created by this individual to destabilize the minds of Biafra. Do not be deterred. Biafra has come to stay, and Biafra, we will stand and defend this mandate till the last man standing. Nothing on this planet Earth can make us fall back. For the people falling back, they can continue to fall back while we continue to move ahead. Biafrans, airborne from here. Thank you, and do not forget to follow Madam Ngozi Orabueze's handle. That is the only place that you are going to get the right information for this government of Biafra. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Please, Satellite Media, evangelist, Biafra evangelist. We are seeing a recent development in Ibake, where the people have come out strongly against the Upper Benin, and have made a very strong statement that they are Igbo. Of course, you could hear them saying they are not Benin, they don't know anything about Benin, they don't speak Benin, and what they speak is Igbo. We understand that Igbo have always been fragmented by Nigerian sovereign state by way of state creation and maybe regional zones. But the way it is, it looks as if all the Igbo people in different parts of the country are coming together.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. I remember my humble self that Biafran evangelist that we always share my point of view in the access of the truth. I always say something that indirect rules that the British came with, they introduced it to us not because of Nigeria, but because of the Eastern and particularly the Igbos. Because before their arrival, and when they enter Nigeria, they discover that the people that are more wiser are the Igbos. And it took them about 30-something years, to be able to conquer the Easterners. to emerge them as one Nigeria that they claim to be. You know, and ever since that day, they have been using this divide and rule pattern system to make sure that the Igbos did not actually get themselves or come together as one and have themselves as one, so that there will not be what, you know, what is happening today, because they know that one day, a day like today will come, so they will start fighting. So I am not surprised on that, and today it is a very plus to the Biafrans, to the Igbos, that their brothers, their sisters, their brethren, the children are now realizing themselves, realizing the ancestral, you know, the ancestral father's land, where they actually come from. Of the truth, the Banke is not Benin, and it can never be Benin. They are pure Igbo, and if you watch their language, they speak Igbo, they don't speak Benin. Yeah, I could remember a friend of mine who got married from a Banke. You understand? So when we travel, we discover that true, Benin man will speak, they don't understand, except those who stay in Benin or who understand Benin language. But beside this, none of them understand each other's language except they learn it. So, and let me tell you, the Ebanke is pure. Go and check it. It is pure Igbo, and the Benin doesn't have rights. I repeat, they don't have rights over the Igbos.
Okay, let me even bring this up, because personally I'm from Abo. I will tell you that the language we speak in my locality is exactly the same thing that is spoken in the market. And we are Delta Igbo. And where it is, the creation of state put them in the door. And as you have it, the Oba Bini came to impose or suspend their monarch. And are rising to say, no, the Oba, you have no power over us. What is your take?
Yes, Oba doesn't have such power to do that. But, you know, in the time of creation of states, as per se, you know, that's the way by which Nigeria used to divide the Igbos. And now they are trying to let Oba know that even in the Benin, we the Igbos exist as well. We have rights
as autonomous
community in our place, and we have our own rights, even in a Benin city or Benin Empire. The Igbos will still have their own autonomous rights. You understand me? And let me tell you, my brother, according to one or two things I was able to gather from some people, you know, from some, you know, a kind of history. Do you know that even the Benin, if actually they should go down to the deep, you know that almost half of Benin, or if I'm not mistaken, half of Benin, they are Igbos, they are Biafra. You don't know? Half of Benin is completely Biafra. So the Benin is where they are today as a result of that Igbo origin that partnered with them back in the years, according to the history. Do you know that the Igbo man have served in Oba Palace as an Oba? You don't know?
You mean Igbo man?
In the past
served as Oba of Benin.
Oba of Benin. Go to Oba of Benin Empire, go and ask, do the findings. Igbo man, pure typical Igbo man, rule as an Oba of Benin.
So what does that imply?
So now that shows you that we have 75 influence in Oba, in Benin Kingdom. I say 65 to 75% influence, impact in the Oba King Empire. As in Benin Empire rather. Do you understand? So it's not something that one person will just wake up today because of politics and use politics to suspend. Are you suspending under what? And another thing is this. Any blood, I do tell you people one thing. Blood. You see that blood, Igbo blood. No matter how you try to bend it, one day he will speak. He will react. He will let you know, say, I cannot be controlled like this because I am not born to be a slave. And I've said it before, I don't know if it's in this platform, but I've said it in one of the platforms that in 1803, that spirit is still there. That mindset is still there. Whereby some Igbo heroes sacrifice themselves instead of becoming a slave. They sacrifice themselves by jumping into the river and being drowned in the sea.
But remember that the other day you did say that the Igbos are the most traveled in the world. Could that explain the reason we see Igbos in part of Delta, in part of Benue, of almost every part of the country?
Almost every part of the country.
Could that be the reason?
Of course. Do you know that before the creation of Nigeria, Igbos is already in the north? Do you know that? Igbos already having their establishment, having their dominatory stay in the north before the creation of Nigeria. And many people don't know this. Likewise, Lagos here. Igbos have already have their dominant state, even in Lagos here, before the creation of Nigeria. But so their part is, you know, the Igbos believe in traveling, and it has become part of them.
But what could you believe would have influenced that their potential to explore, to move around, to travel and all that?
It is, you know, one thing in life about Igbo man. Igbo man are people that they believe in traveling, that traveling is part of their education. You understand? In their traveling, they travel to learn, and they travel as they learn, they accumulate and accommodate, and they will at the same time influence it.
But let me even bring this angle, because there's a news making the round, of course, on some media platform, that Netanyahu and Trump are trying to synergize to ensure that they help actualize Biafra and a possible release of Finland. We have seen a video of American military personnel of Igbo descent coming at credit to present Nnamdi case to Donald Trump.
Of course, you know, it is a normal thing, my brother. Freedom is not a sin, it's not a crime.
But how does it come to you?
It shows me that what I am standing for, what I am praying, asking for, you know, protesting for, is coming. That is how it's supposed to be. And you know, I've told you people here that Netanyahu Benjamin is my elder brother. I've told you. Are you not seeing it now? Are you not confirming what I have told you on this platform? Are you not confirming it? That is the spirit. The spirit is one and the spirit is flowing. So they are now rehearsing on how to do what to bring. And let me tell you this. The reason Mazen Nnamdi is not the problem. That is one thing that many Nigerians did not know.
No, the angle of actualizing Biafra.
Hold on, that is what we are going. Nigerian free Mazen Nnamdi is not a problem. Our go. They don't have issue in doing that. Do you know where they have issue? It's Biafra. Because anything that makes Mazen Nnamdi to come outside, definitely you are free Biafra. Detaining Mazen Nnamdi is like, you know, detaining Biafra. So free Mazen Nnamdi is like automatically freeing Biafra, because once he comes out and said, this is how I want it, or we are going, Baba, you will see, including the tree, the leaf, you are seeing, so everything on the ground will rise.
But this movement involving Netanyahu and Trump, how does it come to you?
It comes to me in essence because previous years we have been, you know, shouting and chanting that we are Israel, this, that. The Israeli, you can remember in Anambra, that was during, I think, Buhari tenure.
In 2016.
It was Buhari tenure. So they visited Nigeria.
Nnewi to be precise.
God bless you. In Nnewi to be, you understand? Yes. So they visited. As they visited, you know what? They went to as far as carrying the soil to test. And after the test in their library, they confirmed it that truly these people origin are the Jewish origin. That is when they now confounded of what we have been saying. And now, as I speak to you, remember when Netanyahu visited, for the first time visited Donald Trump, you know, for a meeting like that. What did he first mention? He made mention of Biafra to Trump. I mean Benjamin Netanyahu.
Meaning he's now actually forgetting.
He's not actually forgetting where he come from, his brothers.
Because from the news that made around the other time, if you go to Israeli website and you are looking for the lost tribe of Israel, the first thing you see is
Biafra. Igbos. Igbo, do you know the meaning of Igbo? Igbo means ancient. Igbo means ancient. The oldest origin, both in Nigeria, both in Africa, both in the world, are the Igbos. Do you understand? So that is why when they open, you know, they don't believe it before. They have to, based on what we have been saying, just as we are saying now, they have to go back to their own ancient what paragraph and diagram, or in a geographical angle axis of it. They discover that there is a lost tribe, and those lost tribe are the Jewish lost tribe, and those tribe are the Igbos.
But do you think so? Like, do you think that someone like Susan Vine, of course, a former lobbyist of Nnamdi Kanu, who is now chief of staff to Donald Trump, would have played any pivotal role in this new development?
Of course, she's a Jew. Be honest, she's an Israeli. Go and check her this thing. She's an Israeli. Definitely she's playing it. Is it because she's not talking? She believes in action rather than talking. She's playing along because this is something that she knows very well. Nobody will tell her because she was once there. So she knows the in and out of it. And let me tell you, in case you don't know, she was part of the people that was even gingering Ngozi Orabezo, even giving her some info which she did not know, and some link to to reach Donald Trump and Netanyahu. She was the one giving that link, in case you don't know. So I am using this medium to tell you and to tell everyone, if you're a Biafran, stand on your feet and stand firm. No shaking. No shaking, because what we have been crying for. As in what an the
mother is close by.
Are you getting it? If the father is not there, the mother will be there. That is what it means when a child is crying, pointing hand. Say, in other words, as we have been crying, pointing hand, Netanyahu is there now. Donald Trump is there now. Not only them. Funny enough, let me tell you, after Biafra, there will be a cordial relationship between Biafra and Netanyahu, which I told is my brother, elder brother, but Benjamin. Then 2, Donald Trump. 3, Putin.
But if I may ask, I know that the foreign affairs minister of Russia made it very clear the other time, where he was admonishing countries of the world and going forward to start respecting self-determination. You know that once you talk of self-determination, the first thing that comes to mind is Biafra and Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes. That is the point. You are not pointing to what I am saying, contributing in addition of what I'm saying, and that is what I will continue to tell you. See, Putin too, let me tell you, as we speak now, Putin is planning to establish naval this in Sudan. You know, he have that relationship now cordially within Africans. You know, the way he does his thing now, that is why I say, as long as the Biafra finally come out, Putin is coming to have that African-Russia relationship, Moscow relationship. And definitely people like us, we would like to relate. Do you know that Putin is a Jewish? He's a Jewish, he's an Igbo man. You understand me? Go and check his lineage. He come from East. So all these things you are saying, that these people you are saying that is in power currently now are the era of the Jewish nation. To do what? To liberate every nation that is called Jewish in the world. And God, who did it or who made it like that, have a purpose and a reason for doing it. Because my people have cried so much. According to the book of Exodus chapter 3, it's verse 7. He said, now I have seen their affliction, I have seen their tears, and I have come down to do what? To deliver them. And that is what is happening to them. Currently in this our era, we have been crying to God, and now God has heard our cry. And that is why he placed the Jewish, the Israelis in position, in a key position, so that we use them to give us what we want. Thank you.
Because currently, the way it is, we know that actually America is the police of the world.
Yes.
And when Trump was trying to disassociate the American government with some countries by way of cutting the cost of governance, he didn't remove anything from Israel. Of course. And that grace that Israel enjoyed, do you think it could be extended to Biafra?
Of course, it's already there. But if it's not extended to Biafra, why are they talking about Biafra? Even in the White House, why is it that Benjamin Netanyahu is telling Donald Trump about Biafra? For the first time he visited him for a meeting like this, the first thing he mentioned was Biafra. That means there is something between them, and that relationship is already there before now. before both of them come to power. They have it in mind. So it will definitely extend. And then, no, I do say something. You cannot use old agreement to compare new agreement. The Bible put it this way. You cannot carry wine, put in old bottle wine. You rather you put it in the new bottle wine. Biafra is the new bottle, which they themselves will like to pour their wine into. And from there, you begin to see the taste, the sweetness. The sweetness, I repeat again, the sweetness of a country called Biafra.
Let me say everything.
God bless you.
Mr. Lamida, Mr.